right, dentists, let's talk about your daily production schedule. Do you start your day looking at a scheduled production number, say $8,000, and then spend the entire day just hoping and praying that everything goes perfectly so that you don't end the day lower than when you started? If a patient no-shows or a procedure takes longer than expected, does your stomach sink because you know your day is shot? If that sounds familiar, I want to offer you a completely different way to approach your day, your schedule, and your entire practice. What if the day started at $8,000 scheduled and you fully expected to end that day 10, 15, or even 20% higher than that? What if every single day held the potential to significantly outperform what was on the books? That is the power of adopting the same-day dentistry mentality. It is hard to overstate how critically important this mindset shift is if you want to be a highly productive dentist who actually makes a good living and enjoys the process. Today, we're going to break down exactly what this mentality is and why it's the key to unlocking consistent practice growth and profitability. And I'll give you some practical, logistical tips that you can implement to make doing more same-day dentistry a reality in your practice. My goal is to help you transform your mindset from one of defense, just trying to protect what's scheduled, to one of offense, where every day is a new opportunity to grow, produce, and succeed. So what exactly is the same-day dentistry mentality? At its core, it's a fundamental belief that you want to do as much necessary and desired dentistry as possible right now, today. It means you are actively looking for opportunities in your schedule to treat patients who are already in your building, rather than automatically putting everything off for a future appointment. It's an opportunistic and proactive approach to patient care and scheduling. If there is a possibility of doing it now, you do everything in your power to make it happen. Let's look at the two opposing mindsets. The typical underperforming practice tends to see production decrease throughout the day. They start out at their $8,000 scheduled production. A patient cancels, now they're at $7,500. A filling turns out to be smaller than diagnosed, now they're at $7,300. Then they end the day feeling defeated, like they're fighting a losing battle. This is a depressing and, in my opinion, the wrong way to practice dentistry. It's a mentality of scarcity and defense. The great thing about a same-day dental mentality is that it completely flips the script. You start the day at $8,000 and that's your baseline. Every moment of the day becomes an opportunity to add to that number. You have the hope and the very real possibility of producing more than you started with. This is an incredibly rewarding and empowering feeling for a dentist. It gives you a sense of control. Even if bad things happen, a patient no-shows, a case gets deferred, you know that you have the systems and the mindset in place to find other opportunities to fill that hole with productive same-day treatment. It almost becomes a fun game. Can we add another $1,000 today? Can we find an opening to squeeze in that crown the patient and hygiene needs? Can we potentially double our production on a slow day by being opportunistic? This adds a level of excitement to your day and makes the practice of dentistry more dynamic, more fun, and far more rewarding. The absolute most important part of this entire concept is the fundamental mindset shift of becoming a same-day dentist. You have to believe in it. You have to want it, and you have to actively look for it. Once you have truly adopted that mindset, then you can start implementing the logistical things that you need to make it a reality. So what are those logistical keys? First, you have to have the right physical setup. This means having enough operatories. Ideally, you should have at least one operatory that is clean, stocked, and ready to go at a moment's notice, specifically for these same-day opportunities. If all of your chairs are constantly full with scheduled patients, it's a physical impossibility to work somebody in. Having that designated flex or overflow operatory is a non-negotiable for a true same-day practice. You also need to make sure you have enough sterile instruments and setups ready. You can't seize an opportunity if you have to wait 45 minutes for the autoclave to run a full cycle. Second, your team absolutely must share this mentality. This can take some work. Your team might be used to a rigid, predictable schedule. The idea of working in an emergency or adding a procedure on the fly might initially feel chaotic or stressful to them. You need to get them on board. The best way to do this is by leading with your own enthusiasm. If they see that doing same-day dentistry makes you happy, and that you get excited about it, that it reduces the stress of no-shows and makes the practice more successful, they will get on board over time. You need to explain the why behind it, that it serves patients better, it makes the practice stronger. If after consistent effort, you have a team member who just can't adapt and constantly resists the fluid, opportunistic approach, then this mindset is so important to your success that you might need to find a new person who shares your vision. Third, you need to cultivate a culture of daily growth. Your production for the month should never flatline. It should be a chart that consistently trends upward, with each day building upon the last. Every day is a new opportunity to find more necessary dentistry and produce more that day. You and your team need to be constantly looking for ways to make more same-day treatment possible. This means your hygienists need to be communicating with your patients in the chair who need work. Your front office needs to be identifying patients with unscheduled treatment who might have time today. It's a team sport. Fourth, consider creating a dedicated urgent care chair or system. This builds on the idea of having an overflow operatory. You can actively create new opportunities by strategically working in emergency exams and other patients into this designated chair. Ideally, you'll have a TV in that room to make any potential wait a little more pleasant. Now, here is the crucial part. Anyone you schedule in that chair must be given the proper expectation. When they call or when you offer to see them, the script should be something like this. Mrs. Jones, our schedule is very full today, but Dr. Smith absolutely wants to see you and address your concern. We have an opening we can work you in, but please be aware that you may need to wait 30 or 45 minutes, or maybe even a little longer as we fit you in between our regularly scheduled patients. We will do absolutely our best to get you in as quickly as possible. Now, this approach does two things. It sets the patient's expectation appropriately, so they aren't getting frustrated when they wait, and enables you to work people in without derailing your primary schedule. You'd be amazed at what a huge percentage of patients don't mind waiting a little extra time if it means that they can get their problem diagnosed or even treated that very same day. The same-day dentistry mentality is a profound shift from passive to active practice management. It's recognizing that the schedule you start with is just a suggestion, a baseline from which to build. It's about having the right systems, the right team, and most importantly, the right mindset to seize opportunities, to better serve patients who are ready for treatment now, and to take control of your practice's financial destiny. It's the difference between a practice that is surviving and one that is truly thriving. Now, this approach transforms your entire outlook. Instead of dreading a cancellation, you can see it as an opportunity. Instead of ending the day drained and defeated, you can end it energized and accomplished, knowing that you maximize your potential. So if you're ready to break free from the defensive scarcity mindset and adopt a more proactive, opportunistic, and profitable approach to your daily schedule, I strongly encourage you to embrace the same-day dentistry mentality. Now, if you want more strategies to make your practice more productive and rewarding, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's keep working together to make dentistry more fun, fulfilling, and rewarding. Subscribe so you don't miss the next strategy, and we'll see you soon.